Hello YouTube, I'm Jack Clark and welcome to dafavrs, dafavrs, also known as decent advice from a vaguely reliable source. Yes, for those of you who don't recognise me, my name of course is Jack, and I'm the eccentric British one. If you didn't see me in the men's introduction video, since then I have gotten a haircut. I look mildly more presentable, and due to the progression of time, I am now no longer 20, I am now 21, which means for you American people, that means that I can partake in alcoholic beverages, but for anybody who's not American, that's just an arbitrary number. So, yeah, of course, as you can tell from the title of today's video, I'm going to be talking about relationships, more specifically, the age gap between you and a potential love interest and or partner. So, the age gap, of course, isn't really that important, but it is important for one reason. It's because we're young adults, and of course, when it comes to young adults, we need to be careful simply because societies can be slightly fickle and quite... On our Tumblr we got a question which was basically went along the lines of, I'm in love with a 16-year-old and I am older. What can I do? Jack Clark formula for going out with people if you're under the age of 20 so it doesn't sound weird. Trademark. Copyright. So, of course, general rule of thumb, these are the main thresholds, 16, 18 and 20. So, if either of the people involved in said relationship are 16, you need to be careful because, well, at least by British standards, 16 is the legal age that you can have sex. So if only one of them is legally able to have sex, then you're going to want to try and steer clear from as many of those relationships as possible. But if it's not a sexual relationship, and you are waiting until said person is legal, then that's fine. General rule of thumb is 2 years. 2 years in most relationships, if you're both under the age of 20, then 2 years between you is kind of a good maximum. If you are 18, then you are a legal adult pretty much most places, especially in America where you are technically a legal adult. However, yet again, like I said, if they're only just able to have sex or not able to have sex legally, you want to stay clear of those. If one of them is still a legal adult and one of them is still a legal child, then you're going to want to try and stay clear from those ones as well, simply because it's weird. You need to be careful, simply because of the societal pressures that may be placed upon you. However, like I said, 2 years. Do not be worried about what everyone else thinks. If you're not doing anything wrong, don't worry. But you need to be aware is that if the person isn't legal to have sex with, then they could, if you are having a sexual relationship with this person, it could become, no matter how consensual it is, if they can randomly just go around and say, you raped me, I'm going to the police, and if they do that, you are a registered child sex offender, and that greatly hampers your life, just generally. So you're going to want to try and avoid those kinds of relationships, because it happens, and it sucks for some people. And you want to avoid those just generally as a rule of thumb, not even just because of the implications of, like, they can turn around and say you're a rapist, but mainly also, the age gap is important because, I mean, you don't want to have that awkward moment when you're like, did you watch Thundercats when you were a child? And then they go, no! What's Thundercats? Because they're too young. Then you think, maybe they're too young for you, bro. Or, likewise, for girls, I appreciate that guys, of course, they become more mature at a slower rate than girls, so that's why girls go out with older guys. But if they have a full beard and you'll just hit puberty, I think maybe a little bit too old for you. Maybe a little bit. Generally, as a rule of thumb, stick to the rule of 2. 2 years, maximum, or below. However, once one of them hits 20, and the age gap is still 2 years, then the age gap can get bigger. I mean, my grandparents on my father's side have 6 years apart from them. You put them all the way down there, like, if they had met when one of them was 16, the other one would have been 10. That's mental! And by any stretch of the imagination, that's just kind of... But, of course, they're old. They're really old. They're ancient. So 6 years is reasonable. And of course you see those really rich old gentlemen on the television going out with a Playboy bunny for whatever reason that they may have, and it's fine, because they're both legal adults. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I, of course, am Jack Clark. If you have any questions for us, or any of the people at dafavrs, then you can go and check the link to our Tumblr, which will be in the description down below. Of course, you can send us a private message here on our YouTube channel. But yes, like I said, I'm Jack Clark. this is dafavrs, so we will be back to you next Monday with another person who's not me. So yeah, I know, don't get all upset, I won't be here for a little bit. But yes, until then, I will see you later. Bye!